Gretchen, this was a nightmare for some 20 residents who were inside Building 104 here. Breaking news here in Ormond Beach. A missing child alert is just issued for two sisters. A very intense search going on at this particular hour for two suspects. Some frightening and scary moments, John, for neighbors here in the 600 block of 7th Street. After this very scary situation here on campus, UCF officials say it will be hours before anyone is let in this particular area. As you can see behind me, there were plenty of signs to say justice for Trayvon as 3,000 to 5,000 people marched down West 13th Street. Police say the teenage girl was walking right here on 27th and Palmetto, when out of nowhere she was approached by this man. We do understand that the medical examiner is still on the westbound lanes of I-4, and there is a plethora of crime scene investigators scouring the whole entire area. This is the damage that was left by the suspect's vehicle crashing into the Melody Motel here on Orange Blossom Trail. Castleberry police knocking on the door of this motel room late last night. Seconds later, they enter inside, searching for 28-year-old Joshua Flanagan. Police say he's one of two men responsible for robbing this Citgo convenience store on State Road 434 at around 11:15 Friday night.
I'm scared. We are shaking. We are not used to this incident like that.
Kamal Bian is a store owner and was behind the register at the time of the armed robbery. This surveillance video shows the moments when one of the suspects, police say, was armed with a knife, jumped over the counter and demanded the cash register be opened.
He pulled my shirt from the back and go to the register, turn into the register and say, open the register. And I opened the register and he said, give the money.
Police say both suspects then forced the workers inside this bathroom, where they waited an agonizing 10 minutes while both suspects ransacked through the cash register and the entire convenience store. Detectives say they received a tip that the suspects were hiding out at the Lake Ferry Motel in Longwood. We're told Flanagan attempted to escape from police by jumping through a window inside the motel room and swimming through a lake behind the motel. But it wasn't long before police nabbed the 28-year-old and booked him into the Seminole County Jail.
I'm okay. I'm glad to everybody help us. So very nice, everybody.
Grateful that his life was spared, thankful his surveillance cameras were working, and even more thankful that he could spend another day keeping his convenience store open for business. In Castleberry, Ray Mundy, Fox 35 News.
Here's the end of the driveway.
Joshua Pellymounter, knee-deep in standing water, attempting to gauge where his driveway ends. The driveway and the street that he lives on, underneath this enormous body of water that has been in front of his house for the last 72 hours, trapping his entire family inside of their brand new home.
I think disgust. I mean, it's pretty scary to think that we're trapped in our own home. You feel like a prisoner because we can't get out.
Joshua says the heavy downpours that soaked our area yesterday made a makeshift lake on Padua Drive. The water rose so high, Joshua and his wife Kinsey couldn't even pull their cars out of their driveway. They say the flooding comes from a drain being blocked by Pulte Home contractors. The contractors telling them that the drains must be blocked during construction in order to comply with federal regulations.
They say the storm drains have to be covered due to EPA regulations, which I completely get, but that's to keep debris out, not from keeping water to go in.
And the 10 inches of water that currently exists here on Padua Drive isn't even the worst it's been. Neighbors say during Tropical Storm Andrea, the waters here rose to above 2 feet, causing serious safety and health hazards throughout this entire community. During the almost 2 hours we were on Padua Drive and attempting numerous times to speak with Pulte Homes over the phone, this man arrived and cleared the drain, although he did tell us he didn't formally work with the contracting company.
It's ridiculous. It's a hazard. It's a safety concern, and no one should have to live like this.
But the Pellymounter family say the drainage problem has been ongoing, and with more rain expected tonight and the rest of this week, they're hoping this water subsides sooner than later. In Lake Nona, Ray Mundy, Fox 35 News. You would never think this quaint 3-bedroom home located in the Rose Point community in Maitland would be at the center of what some experts call a housing scam crisis sweeping through Central Florida. The home on Rywood Drive has been vacant and on the market since last June. So when realtor Jamie Ample received a call that a Rooms To Go truck was moving furniture inside her listing, she knew something was wrong.
I've heard about these scams before, but didn't really think it was going to be one of my properties.
Well, it did. The victim, a mom and her 2 kids, say she saw the rental advertised for $750 a month and couldn't wait to move in. She paid who she thought was the owner $1,800 to get into the house. Police say the scam artist was able to break into the empty home, change the locks, and get access. Police believe the scammers got their info on the home through the internet and used websites to create a fake lease. Real estate agents say both victims in this particular housing scam were solicited to these particular properties through signs like the ones you see here, soliciting people to buy or rent properties. You can find signs like these scattered all across this neighborhood.
Shocked, a little angry that someone actually had, the nerve to take a property that's on the market and scam innocent people.
Real estate agents say scam artists target homes and condos that are foreclosed or are vacant due to short sales. The Orlando Regional Realtors Association says there are more than 3,000 homes vacant and up for short sales all across Central Florida, creating an enormous playpen for scammers to prey on innocent victims. Her tips: never give cash up front to a landlord or property manager. Knock on the neighbors' doors in the area to find out if they know who owns the home. And try to work with realtors and property managers who have local contacts.
This is a rampant problem. I believe it is, and if it can happen in this neighborhood, it can happen in any neighborhood.
HOA leader Rebecca Dolberg says this rental scam happened at least twice here in her community. She's hoping to get the word out before another family gets kicked out on the street. In Maitland, Ray Mundy, Fox 35 News.